Most people think plants grow by absorbing nutrients from the soil, but if that were true, forests would slowly convert the ground beneath them into trunks and branches. Instead, something very different happens. Most of a plant's mass actually comes from the air. Through photosynthesis, plants capture carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and convert it into sugars, using sunlight as an energy source. These sugars form cellulose, starch, and other structural compounds that make up the plant's tissues. So while soil is important, it does not provide most of the plant's physical mass. So, what role does the soil play? Primarily, soil supplies mineral nutrients. Elements like nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, calcium, and magnesium are essential for metabolism, enzyme function, and cellular structure. But these nutrients cannot be absorbed directly from solid minerals. They must first dissolve into the soil water as charged particles called ions. Roots absorb these ions through specialized transport proteins embedded in cell membranes. To increase absorption efficiency, roots develop thousands of microscopic extensions called root hairs. These dramatically increase the contact area between the root system and the surrounding soil. But roots do more than absorb nutrients. They explore. The soil environment is not uniform. Nutrients are distributed unevenly, forming chemical gradients underground. When roots detect higher concentrations of nutrients such as nitrate, the plant redirects root growth toward those zones. Hormones within the root tip regulate this directional growth. At the same time, roots release compounds known as exudates. These substances influence microbial communities in the soil and help dissolve certain minerals. One of the most important relationships occurs between plant roots and fungi. In a symbiotic partnership known as mycorrhiza, fungal networks extend through the soil far beyond the reach of the plant's roots. These networks transport nutrients back to the plant while receiving carbon in return. This relationship dramatically increases the plant's ability to access phosphorus and other nutrients. Plant growth is also controlled by limiting factors. Plants require multiple resources simultaneously: light, water, carbon dioxide, nutrients, and appropriate temperature. If one of these becomes insufficient, growth slows regardless of how abundant the other resources are. This principle explains why adding fertilizer does not always solve plant problems. If light is insufficient, the plant cannot produce enough energy through photosynthesis. If soil structure is compacted, roots may struggle to obtain oxygen. If microbial activity is low, organic nutrients may remain locked in the soil. Plant growth is therefore not controlled by a single input. It emerges from the interaction between energy capture, nutrient availability, root exploration, soil chemistry, and microbial activity. Healthy plants grow best when the entire biological system supporting them remains balanced. Understanding this system changes how we approach gardening. Instead of trying to force growth with more inputs, we begin focusing on the environment that allows plants to grow naturally. Because when the system works, plants do what they evolved to do. They grow.